son, Ben Brown, has bowed out. It's sort of hard to believe he's played less than 50 games at the club. He's essentially had such a big impact.
Yeah, he's had a huge impact, Brownie, not only on the field, but as importantly off the field. I think I went for a walk with Brownie 4 years ago before getting him to the Melbourne Footy Club, and it was really clear on that walk how passionate he is not only about the game but community in a whole range of different areas, and he's brought so much to our footy club in that space, and we've learnt so much from Ben. But as importantly, his performance on field. We brought him to our footy club to have an impact for us in the forward half of the ground, and in 2021 and 22, you couldn't have seen someone that gave more to a footy club. He helped take us to the place that we wanted to go, and was a big part of that, and has done nothing but support our younger players coming through in recent times. And he'll be missed at our footy club, and someone that we're incredibly proud of. And we're just going to wish him all the best for whatever he does in the future. I'm sure he'll be very successful.
Any chance for a farewell game on Friday night?
No, look, Brownie won't be playing. I think he probably would have spoken to you how much he's got out of his knee. There's not much left in that knee. But we'll certainly honour Brownie in some form at the game. And we'd love all our supporters to get down there to honour someone that's been a premiership player and contributed so much in such a short amount of time at our footy club. But he's just been such a great person for the game. What he's done for North Melbourne and the Melbourne Footy Club won't be underestimated by us come Friday night.
Any potential news on Jack Viney's contract?
It's very close. He's a Melbourne person through and through, and we love everything that he brings to our footy club. And you've never seen someone more passionate about a footy club than Jack Viney. So we're confident that something's coming pretty soon. He's still got a year to go, and we'll make sure he's a D for life.
I suppose to have that sorted, to get Jack sorted?
Yeah, look, as I said, he's still got a year to go in his contract currently. But I think the more important thing is that we want to have Jack Viney at our footy club for his whole career. He's someone that has been here through some really tough times. He's helped elevate this club to a place that we've been really proud of. And right now, the Melbourne Footy Club needs Jack Viney here for the rest of his career. He is important to building this group moving forward. And where we want to go to, and I think he wants as much success as we do.
Were you surprised that Alistair Clarkson said publicly that they were chasing him?
Look, it's something I wouldn't do. Talk about players from other clubs and where they're at and what they're doing from a list management perspective, but that's every coach is a little bit different in that space. But I think what it shows is the respect that people have for Jack Viney and the type of player and person that he is, and all I'll talk about is how much we love him and how much we value him because he's ours.
Do you think that meeting yesterday that Christian had with the players was important and cathartic for him?
Really important. I think we can communicate all we like about what Christian's had to go through from a trauma perspective, away from the game. But I think when people hear it from Christian, I think it means so much more, and it's a really important process to go through, is to get a greater understanding of what people are going through and how they've suffered and the trauma that they've had to deal with. And what I can see in Christian in the last few days is there's a huge smile that's coming back onto his face, and it's great to have him back around our playing group, and I think he's feeling that as well, and there's a connection that's really strong that's been there for a long time, and it's just great to see him smiling again. And I think part of that is being able to share his story with everyone and make sure everyone understands what he's gone through.
Did he come to the club with the idea that that's what he decided on to do?
Look, it's something that we've spoken about for a while now, is to get a greater, deeper level of understanding is going to be important to come from him, and the time was right for him to do that. And as I said, I think our priority has been to get Christian as happy and healthy as possible, and in a space where he feels comfortable to do that. And yesterday was a great time to do that. And as I said, you can see the smile that's coming back on his face. It's great to see. It makes me happy and it makes me smile.
Do you still think it's going to take a bit of time for him to get into a good place after what he's been through and obviously the challenges?
Oh, without question. I think that's with any trauma. It takes time. But we've got all the time that we need for Christian. It's important for us to make sure he's really happy and healthy and feeling really invigorated about the game, and that's what we want for him.
Was his message to teammates that he was going to stay at the club?
Christian's going to be at this footy club, for the next 5 years. He's got 5 years to go on his contract, and he's going to be part of the red and blue. And as I said, part of this process is to give a greater, deeper level of understanding of what he's gone through, and then to move forward together as one. And we will. That's the plan that we've all got, is to be fully connected and together as one, and Christian will be at the footy club for the next 5 years.
What sort of medically have you been able to assess him since he's been back at the club? Are you expecting him to have a full pre-season?
Yeah, look, he's obviously still working through some process in terms of his recovery. He's on a limited program at the moment, but as the off-season unfolds, we'll certainly be in a position to start to build him up to a place by the time he returns that he'll be available to do a full pre-season. But it's a slow process, and we'll work our way through that as we go. We'll listen to the experts, work closely with the doctors and the trauma specialists to get all the information that we need. But we're confident that he'll be ready to go come the start of pre-season.
How do you approach Friday night? Collingwood, MCGs can't play finals, but it's still a massive game against the big club.
Huge game. We've just had Hassan Mann down here from our 1964 premiership team that we'll honour on Friday night, and he's a legend of our footy club, and he spoke pretty clearly about the dislike for Collingwood that has been at the club for a long time, and in the history, and how much the Melbourne Footy Club means to him, and what success and teams look like when they do have success. And it's a massive game against a team that we've had some cracking games out of in recent times, and developing a really big rivalry. So Friday night's another step in that. It doesn't mean a lot in terms of finals, but it means a lot in terms of us. We play to win no matter what.
What would be your message to fans for this one? The last two home games, the crowds probably haven't been great. What would be your message to fans for this one?
Get along and enjoy it. I think anyone that watched the footy last week saw a pretty committed Melbourne team that's got a lot of excitement that's coming through, and I think our fans will get in behind it. We want to show people what we're about more consistently, and Friday night an opportunity to do that. This is the last time they'll get a chance to see their team and their club for a little while. So come down and enjoy it and get excited about what the possibilities are moving forward.
Stephen Marsh has to play with.
Yeah, look, he's progressed really well. He'll train today. We won't take a risk with him, clearly, but it's been 3 weeks. He trained fully last week, did a big session over the weekend. He'll train fully again today. I'll speak with Stephen and really get a really clear understanding of where he's at, and then we'll make a decision after that.
Want to see more from the D's? Then don't forget to subscribe up here.